Hello children, we are with our second video of the chapter website concepts. Now here we again deal with the same concept of how to work with the website or how exactly a website is working. Then two differences, that is difference between static web page and dynamic web page. You remember that, no? So that will be discussed and then we will conclude that after reaching web server. Okay, so we will see working of a website and website structure. So what is a website structure? Remember in the last video, what was the last point we discussed? We discussed about how what are the characteristics of a website, correct? And then we also discussed what are the things we require to build a website. Three things. One was a DNS server. Then what was the next one? Next one was your web programming programming tools. We call it as a language, also a web designing language or a web designing tool. And then we need a web host, a company which can host your website. So if somebody has to host your website should be having a proper design, isn't it? So how do you design it? Definitely every website requires a home page, a first page. Website structure refers to the framework in which the information or content of a website is employed or designed for both usability and presentation. That means website structure means how a designer designs a web page so that the customer can navigate through it efficiently and easily. That is why every web page is having a home page, the first page, where the entire information about what is the website is going to offer is displayed. Then if you have subsection for the introduction part, or if you have the subsection for the subject which the website is dealing with, there will be of course a division, correct? A main section will be there. Like if you are going to deal with a career searching website, after showing what are the different kinds of offers they have for you, then it will subcategorize its different types of careers, correct? What kind of a job you prefer, like depending upon that it will go to the subsections. Then again it will be deviating or the subdividing that same main sections. For example, if you go to the job called as animator, what kind of an animation you refer or you check out with? Is a gaming animation or a picture animation or whatever it is. So like that subsections can be there. Or don't go even to that even level, your OLASH itself. It is presented for the teacher and to your students in a different manner. So for the usability and presentation, it has main sections where teacher and students are the main different users. For the teacher, a web page will be, the content will be different, and for the students, the content will be totally different, correct? No? So that's how it is. So you can clearly see with the help of the diagram how a website structure is designed. Enough. Working of a website. The picture over here gives a clear-cut idea about what is going to happen in a website or what is going to happen when a website is being clicked by the user. You click on your Google. Now you should know that itself is a website, but it is called a search engine because that is going to help us to provide links to go to any available websites. So the user opens a web browser like a Mozilla Firefox or your Microsoft Edge or your Google Chrome. If it cannot type the website, it will type the name, what is it, domain name of the website in the search engine. After that, a request is sent from the search engine to all the website where this name is found. If your name is so unique, it will be only displaying that. Suppose if you write CBSE, apart from the official website, a lot of other pages are writing or having that word CBSE. So all the pages where CBSE name is found will be displayed in the search engine. From there you can choose. So what happened there? Web browser makes a connection with the different servers. And if such a particular website is already present, in a server that interacts with your web browser, and then the user, that is, that interacts with the web browser means the server sends the corresponding website page to the web browser, and the user is able to view that over there. Understood? So that is how it is being displayed. Now after that, again, if the user wants it, the same kind of interaction takes place. So when a user requests a web page, the browser employed by the user requests a server through DNS server. Understood? No? Request a server means request through your gateway path from your corresponding computer server to DNS server, and by fetching the interpreting the requested file, displays it on the user screen. DNS server converts the domain name to IP address. That is, it finally checks out, like here it is given python.mykvs.in. This python.mykvs.in is actually present inside that particular computer with an IP address that has been identified, and then it gives it back to the web browser with the same name python.mykvs.in. So the conversion of the domain name to IP address, the process of the conversion of the domain name to IP address is known as DNS resolution, domain name server resolution, or domain name system resolution. Okay, DNS, domain name system. Some examples of your websites are shown here. Wikipedia, Google, Amazon, all these are the examples. So you can quote any examples you want. So working off a website is happily discussed over here. Simple thing, web browser, first user request a particular web page to the web browser sends a link via server to the DNS server where the original website is loaded or found. From there, the request is sent back to the web browser. Request is being given to the web browser via server where the original web page is displayed. Okay. Let's move on. So now we have the word website clear. This is the next contradictory, kind of a word we can say. It means they can always say compare and contrast website and a web page. So what is a web page? A web page is a document, okay? A document or HTML document, commonly written in HTML, but it can be written in HTML, JavaScript, Python, etc. That is viewed using an internet browser. Okay, so web page, I can say it's also, we can say, a page in the website. Correct? A web page can be accessed by entering a URL address. If you completely write the address, you remember the URL, no? So if you know the exact page and if you know the name of that page given in the website, and if you write the complete address, then automatically only that will be displayed on the screen. Okay? Like for example, here I can just show you a lot of things have been done over here. See, I'm just showing you. Okay, this is a URL en.wikipedia.org wik buffalo _ bill _ character. Okay, see, this is a URL. Understood? No? So many things you can just find out like this, a number of URLs you want. So web page back here very clearly. Now you know what is a web page. Web page is a document which can be viewed in the web browser by entering the URL. Enough. It is a one page or a page found at the website. A page may contain text, graphics, hyperlinks to other web page. It can navigate from that page to another web page. Understood? That is why hyperlink is given. Hyperlink is a hand thing. A web page is often used to provide information to its visitor, including pictures or videos, to help illustrate important topics. Correct? What is the use? It is used to provide information. That's the main use. You don't have to say a lot of things for that. Now comes the most important comparison. Difference between website and web page. You know, web page is a single document. Website is a collection of related web pages, a collection of documents, a collection of pages. Then development requires minimum amount of time. You need to, if you want to design a single page, you can do it without no time using an HTML programming, HTML design language. But for developing a website, it takes a lot of time. Maybe 1 month properly to design a proper one which goes from one page to another, which creates an interactive nature with the clients, etc. Then web page often talks about one particular subject. Correct? A web page cannot have a lot of information together, whereas a website can have a information about a particular subject, but a different varieties of informations can be there. Address of the URL of web page depends on the website. Correct? Correct. URL of website does not depend on the web page. That is, complete address of the website is not going to be the web page's address. www.google.com. That is the complete URL of a website. www.google.com / anything. Say academics, or say specifically giving a particular, say Google Drive, Google Gmail. Then you are going to a URL of a page like that. Specifically, you can write. Yeah, that it's not a main difference at all, but still you can write that. It is a content. Next one, okay? It's a content that is to be displayed on a website. Which one? Web page. Website is a place used to display the content. That is, again, I think the way kind of an explanation. You can say like this: website often contains a lot of web pages that you can write like that, and then web page, you can say it is a content that is to be displayed on a website. And web page URL can have extensions like this. This is it. As I told, a specific name, python.mycareers.in/syllabus.html, or say page.html. No extension required for a website. So that's how it is identified. So difference between website and web page is clearly mentioned over there. So let's not waste the time. We will just finish off this with difference between your website and web page, and we will complete the next in the completion of your dynamic web page and your static web page, and more about web server in the next video. So thank you.